Have you heard of Ishikawa? Maybe Ishikawa is new to you. As a popular tourist spot in Japan, Ishikawa allures many tourists every day. Ishikawa is appealing for its beautiful natural landscapes, rich culture and history, and most noteworthy, mouth-watering local delicacies. In addition to Japanese tourists, Ishikawa is becoming a popular destination for tourists from around the world. What brings so many tourists to Ishikawa these days? The answer lies in 4 unique aspects of Ishikawa. Let's explore them now. First, Ishikawa is divided into 4 main areas: Kanazawa, Noto, Kaga, and Hakusan. Each area has different aspects which attract tourists. Let's start with Kanazawa. Kanazawa is the center of Ishikawa Prefecture. The city of Kanazawa was formed approximately 400 years ago, with Kanazawa Castle at its center and divided by the Saigawa River and the Asanogawa River. Kanazawa has maintained the historical atmosphere of a castle town and draws many tourists year-round. The area around the old samurai dwellings is a must-see. The spectacular Kenrokuen Garden is one of the top 3 gardens in Japan. Modern and traditional buildings coexist in harmony. Kanazawa Station is the only station in Japan that has been chosen as one of the world's most beautiful rail stations. It's known as a good photo spot in Kanazawa. Kanazawa is the center of Ishikawa and is always bustling with locals and tourists alike. On any given night, you could enjoy performances by a geisha or savor traditional Japanese cuisine. Newer trendy restaurants in Kanazawa are magnets for foodies, motivating visitors to return again and again for their delectable delights. With a compact city layout centering around Kanazawa Castle and tourist-friendly atmosphere, Kanazawa is an ideal city for sightseeing. Tourists can choose to see the city by bus, cab, rental bicycle, or even on foot. Noto Peninsula is surrounded by the sea, creating breathtaking seascapes and mountain views. Recognized by globally important agricultural heritage systems, you can see Japan's idyllic landscapes in the area. Be sure to try the fresh seafood and vegetables that are the treasure of Noto's local delicacies. Known as one of the 3 largest morning markets in Japan, Wajima's morning market has a long history. Local products are popular in the market, but friendly shopkeepers make the market visits truly enjoyable. A festival to worship the god of nature is unique because the people of Noto live harmoniously with nature. It shows gratitude to the gods of nature in a unique way. Visitors are treated to a front row seat for breathtaking fireworks displays. There is nothing ordinary about Noto. You have to see it to believe it. Wakura hot springs are near the coast, allowing for hot spring bathing while taking in beautiful views of the sea. Despite being surrounded by nature, access to Noto is surprisingly easy. Noto Airport has direct flights from Haneda Airport in Tokyo. Kaga is located here. This place is the most famous hot springs resort area in Ishikawa. There are many places to enjoy hot springs surrounded by nature. In Kaga, there is a hot spring nestled between beautiful valleys. Another hot spring has attracted many cultural figures with its historical scenery. There is also a hot spring that fosters reverence for the spiritual Mount Hakusan over the lake. This is one of the oldest hot springs in Japan. There are many varieties of luxurious hot springs to enjoy. In addition to enjoying the hot springs, the inns offer Japanese hospitality and sumptuous local cuisine. Kaga offers relaxing walks in nature, visits to traditional craftsman workshops, and walks through the city for a wide range of enjoyment. Kaga is indeed a treat. Lastly, we have a look at the Hakusan area. For this area, we'll explain mainly about Mount Hakusan. Mount Hakusan is included in the top 3 most spectacular mountains in Japan. Melting snow in the mountain provides abundant natural water resources, fostering a rich environment for crops and in turn, a bountiful lifestyle for residents. This fresh, cool water is a source of life provided to its inhabitants by Mother Nature. Because of its divine beauty, Mount Hakusan has always instilled people with peace and has become a religiously significant symbol for the people of Japan. Mountain climbers flock to Mount Hakusan throughout the summer months. Paragliders let you soar over the area for an impressive view of the expansive landscape from the sky. Wow! Winter sports are available too. A deep reverence for nature, as well as the enjoyment of the outdoors, is the spirit of the Japanese people, something vividly apparent on a visit to Mount Hakusan. The next secret to what makes this area so popular is that Ishikawa is rather famous in Japan for its high standard of culture. Why is this so? It goes back to the 15th century when the Maeda family was in power. Among the feudal lords with power and wealth, the tea ceremony and no play became popular. Toshie Maeda was close to these lords and learned a high level of cultural arts. Maeda learned that culture can serve to facilitate political upheavals and was also used for socialization as well as a reward to the hired vassals. The cultural spirit of the Maedas was inherited by its descendants. Time passed. Japan was governed by the Tokugawa regime of Edo, which is presently known as Tokyo. The Tokugawa regime was cautious of those with power, and the Maedas were a particular target for them. The Maedas had to develop an idea to protect themselves from the Tokugawas. The Maeda clan secured financial resources by bolstering agricultural businesses. They had to send a message to the Tokugawa regime that they would not use money for military power, but instead used all their wealth to enhance the native arts and cultures. It is even recorded that the third generation Toshitsune Maeda pretended to be unintelligent by growing nose hair. By promoting farming and culture, the Maedas tried to make the Tokugawas less fearful. The Kaga domain not only collected art objects and crafts for the tea ceremony, they invited able craftsmen from all over Japan and had them create arts and crafts in Ishikawa. Their good reputation was responsible for orders from other areas, and the level of craftsmanship in Ishikawa kept growing. This is the foundation of the cultural city Kanazawa. The cultural level of the natives of Ishikawa has always been well preserved. Inspired by the spirit of the Maedas, it became ordinary practice to enjoy the tea ceremony and use beautiful crafts at meals. Entertainment with good cuisine became popular, which invited many able cooks to the Kanazawa area. Ishikawa is blessed with a climate conducive to both the harvesting of apples and mandarin oranges, and the nearby sea provides exceptionally delicious seafood. In addition, a wide range of bountiful crops makes it one of the most famous culinary-rich areas in Japan. The traditional beauty of the tea ceremony is highly appreciated to this day. The level of craftsmanship is highly refined. Gold leaf, porcelain, lacquerware, and textile. It is indeed a miraculous display. Skillful chefs prepare almost magical entrees. The food culture of Ishikawa is visually appealing too. Young hopefuls who would like to become traditional geisha artists gather together in Kanazawa for intense training. The new generation is attracted to the traditional arts, and there is a very natural cycle developing there. The future of Ishikawa cultural development is something to look forward to. Ishikawa Prefecture remained untouched by war for 400 years, resulting in an impressive preservation of history, food, and craft cultures. You can feel it everywhere in the town. While preserving history, the city is also home to state-of-the-art architectural design, creating a town in which one can appreciate many aspects of the arts. The 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art Kanazawa is very popular with the local children as well as the art fans. The spirit of the Maeda clan is manifested in the way the people of Kanazawa live in harmony with art in their daily lives. The D.T. Suzuki Museum explains basic principles of Zen. Ishikawa is not the only region with remarkable history and culture. So, what makes Ishikawa so popular? Let's move on to the third secret. It has to do with the 4 seasons. No matter when you visit, Ishikawa will never let you down. Throughout the year, you can enjoy a variety of attractions in the region. Local cuisine, loved by culturally sophisticated connoisseurs, tastes oh so wonderful. Ishikawa's rich agricultural and fishing industry is so plentiful and diverse, a blessing of the 4 seasons. First, the springtime. Cherry blossoms, loved by Japanese for centuries, are in full bloom all over Ishikawa. There are special cherry blossom spots in Kanazawa, Noto, Kaga, and Hakusan. At Kanazawa Castle and Kenrokuen Garden, tourists are also fascinated by cherry blossom illumination. When the severity of Ishikawa's winter comes to an end, shoppers flock to local markets to purchase a variety of seasonal fresh foods. Spring is when nature becomes art in Ishikawa. Summer is the best season for festivals and activities. Seihakusai Festival is listed on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage List, and Kiriko Lantern Festival is listed on Japan Heritage, which is created by Japanese government's Agency for Cultural Affairs. If you want to see these events, summer is the only season, so don't miss them. The way to show gratitude to nature and the form of prayer vary from region to region. Tourists all over Japan come to see these unique festivals. Some festivals are held all day, while others go on all night long. Summer is a season of energy where locals actively participate in all Ishikawa has to offer. Autumn is a season of change. Nature's moment-by-moment changes are simply spectacular. Autumn foliage in Ishikawa is a must-see. In particular, the autumn foliage of Kenroku-en, Natadera Temple, and Hakusan will inspire you. Since Ishikawa's tourist spots are side by side with rich nature, you can view autumn foliage almost anywhere. It is harvest time in Ishikawa. Choose from a wide variety of sumptuous treats. In Ishikawa, winter arrives when Mount Hakusan turns into a snow-capped mountain. This is the season for making dried persimmon in Japanese sake. Snow-dusted Kenroku-en, Kanazawa Castle, and old streets are a photographer's delight. Towns transform into a modern black and white landscape. Novice monks gather in Sojiji Temple and train themselves in the snow. This is an acrobatic exhibition performed by Kagatobi, who worked as firefighters in the early modern period. Events with an air of fantasy show the rich personality of the Ishikawa people and how they enjoy the outdoors. On the shore, a new season for netting crabs and deep water shrimp begins. It makes Ishikawa's daily lives more colorful. Seasonal dishes prepared with these seafood and vegetables are particularly delicious. You can discover the real joy of Ishikawa in the wintertime. Season tourists love winters in Ishikawa and plan ahead to make the most of the season. What is the final reason that makes Ishikawa so popular among tourists? It's accessibility. The Hokuriku Shinkansen, which reaches a maximum speed of 260 kilometers per hour. The train takes about 2.5 hours from Tokyo to Kanazawa. First-class seating is available in the Grand Class section. Every seat is equipped with an electric outlet for charging mobile phones and other devices. Snowfall is not a problem, for the trains are equipped to withstand winter weather, so tourists can travel without fear of delays. It takes about 2 hours and 10 minutes from Kyoto to Kanazawa. And from both Osaka and Nagoya, it takes about 2.5 hours to reach Kanazawa by train. Air travel is a convenient choice. Direct flights to Tokyo are available. You can fly from Komatsu Airport to Haneda Airport or Narita Airport non-stop. There are also flights available to Sapporo, Sendai, Fukuoka, and Okinawa. For international flights, you can fly to Seoul, Shanghai, or Taipei. Express bus service is convenient for sightseeing. If you have an hour, the World Heritage Gokayama and Shirakawa-go are within your reach. Cruise ships call at Kanazawa Port too. Take a look at the map of Japan highlighting popular tourist sites: Ishikawa, Tokyo, Snow Monkeys, Zenkoji Temple, Tateyama Kurobe Alpine Route, Takayama, Shirakawa-go, Tojinbo Cliffs, Eiheiji Temple, and of course, Kyoto, Osaka, and Nagoya. So really, incorporating Ishikawa into your travel plans allows you to see more sights. As an alternative hub of tourism activities, Ishikawa will help you travel to many more places easily. So we've revealed the treasures of Ishikawa. Let's recall the 4 remarkable secrets that make the region so attractive for tourism. First off, every place is so unique. Secondly, extraordinary culture has been cultivated by history. Thirdly, you can enjoy both delightful cuisine and marvelous scenery year-round in Ishikawa. And finally, Ishikawa is easily accessed from Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, making it a virtual hub for touring Japan. Ishikawa is here for all to enjoy, and we give a warm welcome to our tourists from overseas. We look forward to welcoming you all.